Delayed gratification, a very, very useful skill that you can use to level up your life, achieve not only knowledge, skills, abilities, capabilities, and understanding in different areas. It's actually very important to get stuff done. Where should you start with delayed gratification? You can pretty much start anywhere. There's not that much really that comes quickly like that overnight worth anything that people really tend to hold a lot of value in. So you can learn delayed gratification by aiming for something that you deem really, really valuable. This can be attaining a new skill, learn web development, become physically fitter, being able to run marathons, and those kinds of things take a lot of time, effort, practice, focus, energy, and commitment and dedication. Okay, a lot of commitment in those areas and focus in those areas is what it needs to bring that big task, that large area of focus to fruition. It doesn't happen overnight if it's usually worth it, if it's usually worth a lot, whether to you or to someone else. That regular repetition into practice, you really need to be mindful and learn from those reps, and you really need to implement knowledge that you've acquired and gained and earned back into whatever it is that you're doing. Now, this can be useful across the board in loads of different areas. That's where focus, dedication, and all of that comes in. Now, what takes you away from that? Well, that is gratification. You're less likely to do the thing the more you are tempted by gratification. This is where you have to be grounded in your mindset, delve within yourself and find the strength to put that instant gratification aside and be like, I'm going to focus on this because this is all towards a larger goal of mine, a larger target of mine. Or it could be for someone else. Regardless, you're being disciplined with yourself because you're putting gratification or instant gratification aside and you're saying, I'm going to commit to doing this thing. An example for myself would be YouTube. Like, I created a YouTube channel. This was over 3 years ago at the time I'm making this video. I continue to make videos. I had to make a lot more than I thought I would consistently at a rapid rate, at least so I thought, in order to attain my goal. One of my goals for that channel was to get past 1,000 subscribers in order to get monetized, but also to build a community and engage different people in an area or a topic that I enjoy and a lot of other people enjoy, which is animation. I recently achieved that last night for myself and for others. It took a long time. It took 3 years, constant posting, learning from different things, different videos, different circumstances, speaking to different people, understanding what they liked, etc. Through persistence, learning, I was able to do that. It wasn't just myself that achieved this, it's myself and the community we grew over on that channel. That's karl_art_read on YouTube. That channel's about animation. Now, I delayed a lot of gratification. Could have been doing other things. Could have been out partying. It could have been out eating fancy meals. It could have been out doing other stuff, playing sports or whatever else that I enjoyed. Thought, hey, this is more fun than doing XYZ right now, and gone straight to it. But I didn't. Sat down, wrote down the videos that I wanted to make. Maybe sometimes I would do scripts. I would just do my thing. I would also have to edit. I would also have to make thumbnails. I would also have to create tags. I would also have to promote all kinds of things on a consistent, persistent basis over 3 years. But I achieved the goal, right? So this is what I'm saying. And that goal to me was worth having because not only was I able to achieve that, I was able to, when a lot of people jump onto any kind of social media platform, initially what they're most likely looking for is to attain wealth. And obviously that's important to me. I think it should be important to everyone because it's just how our society works. But I also had some different goals in mind, more sort of community-based, systems-based, etc., etc. I'll probably go into that on another video. But as for right now, a lot of people would sort of see that as, hey, this is the goal. This is the money is where I'm at. That's what I want to go for. I actually noticed this like way back, like years ago, that for me personally, it was more about community and engaging with people. That for me personally has been a very valuable experience, a very beautiful experience and fulfilling experience because I've gotten to know a lot of different people, where they're coming from, how they see things, what they're inspired by and why. All of those things and what it means to them personally are intangible. Like, it's very hard to measure that, but those feelings and those experiences have been not only intense, immense, again, very hard to sort of distinguish because they're that powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you describe or measure the joy that you feel spending with your family on Christmas? Like, you can't really do that, you know? At the same time, it means so freaking much. Do you get what I'm saying? That is kind of similar. The relationship ethos, environment, and atmosphere that we built as a community, incredible. And I could not have done that without delaying gratification and focusing on the goal. What I'm also saying is, by focusing on that goal and aiming for that, there have been a lot more other benefits that have come into play, such as meeting those different people from different backgrounds that have just enriched that journey even more exponentially. But also, I've become even more enthused about learning. I mean, I had video editing as a skill before, but I'm so much better at it now. Although one of the goals was some finance, what I've actually acquired is so much more. I've learned more about myself, more resilient, acquired new skills, new understandings, perspectives of how certain things link and how to engage different people. Delayed gratification is extremely important in order to attain so much more. Hard to sort of distinguish what you'll attain because each journey is going to bring you and acquire different things, benefit you, depending on how you ingest that information and then process and proceed from that point, you know? It's really useful, guys, is basically what I'm saying. Delayed gratification is an important skill to learn in order to achieve your personal goals, your targets, and what you want. Actually can compound and affect other people around you. For example, I was speaking to a friend just this morning or last night, and she was basically saying that, hey, you've hit that goal that you set out for years ago. We actually met through the channel probably about a year and a half ago. Yeah, we became good friends, and she actually said, I've seen how much work you've put into it, and yeah, you've been going after this for a while and you've achieved it. It just goes to show how much hard work and consistency pays off. But also it's really inspiring to me. Just by doing that, it's not only benefited myself, but it's benefited other people. And it's actually benefiting you now because I am able to tell you about this and tell you about my personal experiences from delayed gratification. This is just one experience that I've had that, you know, I'm telling you about now. There are other successes that I have had and I'm pushing towards new goals now, having attained and achieved those goals previously set. There's just so much that you can gain, again, not only financially but as a person, as an individual. Seriously, like, practice it. I'm not telling you what to do, but there is a lot to gain from doing it, okay? So whatever the distractions may be, you obviously know yourself. Different people, those distractions are different goals, different targets, what you may all want to achieve. You're gonna experience delayed gratifications in different ways, okay? Each journey's different, but like I said before, the very practice of delayed gratification does bring forth new things that benefit you as an individual, as a person, and not just yourself, other people around you, because they can see adversities you've overcome, faced, challenged, the successes that you have, but also they can see sometimes your failures, but you also stepping back up and facing them again, going new routes and succeeding in a different way. People see that. So it's not just for you. It is also for others that look up to you, look at you, are around you. It affects everyone. So practice delayed gratification soon as you're able to, and hopefully you can reap those benefits. Not today, not tomorrow, maybe not even in a couple of weeks or months, maybe in a couple of years, maybe longer than that. But that's the whole point and the beauty of delayed gratification, okay? So practice delayed gratification where and when you get the opportunity, because overall, it will make you a better person. Alright guys, there are so many different examples that I can give in terms of topics and things you may want to practice delayed gratification on. So expect those videos on the channel. Throw down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on the topic. If you have any questions, etc., I can make videos of those or just answer down in the comments as well. Throw down your thoughts and let me know what you think. Are you practicing delayed gratification? If so, what are you practicing or going to practice? And what are your goals? What are your targets? What have been your achievements through the practice of delayed gratification? Let me know all of that down in the comments below, guys. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy your day, and I'll see you for the next episode. Take care, guys.